Okay, so I'm a professional namer. I have been for 25 years, and when I tell people that, many people tell me they've never heard of someone being a professional namer. There's like a fascination about it, and I'm often asked, what have you named? Anything I'd recognize? The answer is yes, definitely. I've named for some very recognizable brands: Kraft, Puma, Saturn, Stouffer's, Boar's Head, Hershey's. I'm doing all the foods here. Kodak, Kia, Honda, MTV. I go that far back just to name a few. And I even named for Canon. That was fun. Top brands still delegate that uber important brand messenger of a name to professional namers, such as myself, because they've learned, usually the hard way, on previously failed brand identity projects, that a great name is the difference between creating great brand recognition or fading away into the oblivion of internet ad space. So what these top brands know about naming and what many new businesses overlook is that, yeah, it's your business, but even your name should be all about them. All about your ideal individuals. It should be about what they need, how they want to feel, how your brand intends to meet those needs, and all of that in one clear and catchy name. In today's digital marketplace, it's not just about coming up with a great name anymore. It also needs to be a great domain name. So let's get you going to lock down your domain name. Here's an easy checklist. It needs to be, available, first of all. The first part is super straightforward. You need to go to a website that does a search to let you know if your brand name is available to own. I really like namechecker.com because it will search across multiple platforms at once and let you know right away, not only about the availability of the .com, but it also covers all the social media channels, Facebook page, Twitter handle, YouTube channel, and several others. All of them, really, all at once. From there, you get this bird's eye view that will help you take that first major leap forward, choosing your domain name. It needs to be easy to read. So when trying to lock down your domain name, let's say your first choice isn't available, which is often the case, most often the case. It's really a common mistake for entrepreneurs to hold on too tightly to that first choice by playing with the usual spellings and making it kind of a little weird, or using abbreviations, or substituting a word 2 and 4 with the numbers 2 and 4, throwing in like weird hyphens, which, by the way, can get you flagged by Google as spam. All kinds of little tweaks just to hold on to that original vision that they had, which no one ever knew about yet. I try to get so clever. I want to share with you one of my main teaching points for how you name your business. Clarity outperforms clever every single time. If the name of your brand doesn't have hyphens or numbers or quirky spelling, then the domain name shouldn't either. Consider that your brand's online presence will be advertising for you 24/7. And be agile enough to loosen your grip on that one name. Take it from a professional namer. I can tell you how many names I absolutely loved and had to let go of because it wasn't completely available. And it happens over and over again. Actually, it's part of the process for me. Here's a little secret to keep you searching. One of the best things about language is that it's very romantic. And what I find again and again is that there's always another phrase, another term, another angle for communicating the heart of what your brand and attracting your ideal individual from that heart. Not holding on too tightly is a brilliant and actually rather meditative practice for an entrepreneur to learn early on, because an entrepreneurial journey will always be served by a willingness to embrace sudden change. That's how we keep the ball rolling until we reach the top of the hill, right? Open up your search to new possibilities and aim for a domain name that is easy to read, easy to say, easy to spell, easy to share. Because hey, when brand recognition is your goal, it helps to be easy to remember. User experience is key, and it's time to turn on to the stats. 40% of the average online shoppers will abandon a site after 3 seconds of loading time. Sounds like another blink test to me. And what a shame to come all that way, to come that far, only to lose them over a technicality. Once you've sorted the load time, the most important thing to consider when designing your brand's website is be accessible. A really good way to lose a potential customer is to provide misleading links. If your ideal individual becomes interested in your ad for a specific product, but then when they click on the link, they're taken to a home page that requires them to search for the product, what was it, what did I like? it's a blink test fail. Zappos is an online shopping experience that is nailing UX, user experience. When I see a Zappos ad for a cute pair of hot pink trail running sneakers, I know that if I click that link, I'll be directed to the page that tells me more about those hot pink sneakers. That's a blink test pass, and usually a sale. Amazon is leading the pack for excellence in online shopping. The search bar is prominent and intuitive. Customer service is quick and easy to access via phone, email, live chat. Customer reviews are abundant and unfiltered. Online shoppers want to feel informed and in the loop as much as possible, right from the first glance. Ever look at those customer reviews with the pictures of the products being used in their home? What a sales point! Be accessible. Display your credibility prominently. Make your search features fast and intuitive, and make your customer service readily available. I'm always surprised when someone asks me, do I even really need a logo? You know that saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words? Well, it comes to your logo for online branding. That saying is an understatement. Your name opens things up with an emotion, and then that logo takes that emotion and carries it into the story. It gives your ideal individual a visual cue that transports them into the greater future promised by your brand. If you're gifted in graphic arts, this is one area of online branding where hiring a consultant is a wise investment. And if you have any questions for me about your logo, you can leave them in the comments below. I absolutely love design. Here are 4 ways a great logo will be a very powerful asset to your brand's online presence. It'll make a strong first impression. Your brand's name, tagline, and logo are all part of the trifecta that creates the brand's first impression. As consumers, we see something like 5,000 or more ads a day. And if an ad can be ignored, we ignore it. In fact, studies have shown that our minds automatically delete 99% of the ads we see every day. Your logo will help people decide in those 3 to 5 seconds your brand comes into their view, whether or not they delete or dive in. It's actually called the blink test. And if you want to learn more about passing the blink test, definitely make sure you RSVP for the How to Brand Like the Fortune 100's webinar using the link below, because I prepared the answer key that I'm giving away to everyone who attends. Next, it'll convey your brand's personality and values. A great logo is the perfect place to start showcasing your brand's personality and letting people know that your brand understands and upholds their common values. It'll provide credibility. Professional logo telegraphs a sense of establishment and legitimacy. It shows that someone cares and takes pride in the brand. And through the use of various colors, it can inspire the emotions that align with your brand's promise. Different colors inspire different emotions. And if you'd like to download a free brand color guide, you can check out this episode here. Okay, and lastly, it'll create familiarity. Your logo personifies your name and tagline. It's the tapestry that weaves your brand's first impression into a complete and beautiful picture. It's the visual reminder of how life could be better with the help of your brand. And it delivers an emotional impact over and over again for your ideal audience with very minimal effort on their part. All they have to do is see it. They don't even need to read anything. Over time, they'll begin to experience the same emotional satisfaction from recognizing your brand as they experience from recognizing anything they enjoy. It becomes automatic. When it comes to registering your logo, what else can I say? You need to protect your intellectual property. You need to respect yourself in that way, your future in that way. Once you find that rock star logo that tells an emotional story and aligns perfectly with your brand, then get online, read reviews, find an agency, go through the steps they outline for you, and get it registered ASAP. Social proof is a psychological and social phenomenon that has proven that people will adopt the actions and behaviors of the masses to align themselves with what is considered to be acceptable or correct in any given circumstance. Basically, if people are frequently being shown how much your brand community is loving your brand, then they're triggered by the phenomenon of social proof to consider your brand community and to be established authorities. And anyways, I don't think I have to convince anyone of how important reviews are to making purchases, because all digital consumers, ourselves are included, are reading reviews, searching for social proof. We need to feel good about what we buy. We do it. We all do it. Your brand community is the most powerful authority on the greatness of your brand on the planet. And word of mouth advertising is the number one way a new brand can come out of nowhere and become an inspiration to millions. So keep them close and keep your promises. Remember that the purpose of using authority in branding is to establish trust and never to position your brand above your ideal audience. Always use authority from a caring and helpful standpoint. And as always, and as an opportunity to start a conversation, branding is always a conversation. It is never a dictation. This is another thing I get from everybody. They ask me, what should I name the testimonials on my website? Because the word testimonials can hold different connotations to different people, as it's often used in like legal services or religious ones. So when putting your testimonials on your website, make sure the name you choose for your website fits your brand, fits the tone and atmosphere of your website. So here's some ideas to get you started. You can be creative with this. So consider some more aspirational names for testimonials, like happy clients or praise. Heck, if it's on brand, it could be like, see all the smiles, right? That's the menu bar that would come down. If you need names with a more professional tone, it could just simply be clients or case studies or reviews, results, client studies, client stories. A name with a more colloquial feel, more conversational, more friendly brand. You could have something like what everyone is saying or success stories, before and after. A really fun one is like water cooler, which is a reference to standing around the water cooler at work and telling tales and sharing stories of success. So instead of client stories, you can use the name of your community. Like, let's say your company name is Yellow Pencil. You can name it Yellow Pencil Stories or something on brand like Gold Stars to like go with the classroom theme, right? If you're a teacher or a coach, it can be Campus Stories. You can get very creative in here, and that builds a lexicon for your community, your brand community, which bonds them to your brand. So this is a place where you can really express the feelings of your brand community with the attitude of the name. Visitors to your site will gain the opportunity to hear firsthand the voices of your community. The names of the page, as well as the visual branding of the page, should all be aligned with that one brand feeling. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll love.